So I have been growing out my hair for, I don't know, like forever. I used to have dreads and I cut it really short. I did have it a lot longer. Right before my wedding party, I went ahead and chopped off probably about 4 inches. And I'm going to do the same again right now. I'm hoping like shoulder length, like a shoulder length bob, kind of like A-line bob. And I haven't cut it this short myself ever. I've been cutting my bangs since I was in my early 20s because that's cheap and easy. But for the last couple years, I've been cutting my own hair. And this past time, I really didn't do that great of a job. I have some weird short ones. I can't tell because I usually have it curled or messy or pinned up or something. So it's usually not that big of a deal. I was spending a lot of time on YouTube tutorials and found that people do cut their own bobs. So I'm just going to comb my hair very, very smooth. I want to make sure that it's the same on both sides. I'm going to put it in a nice tight ponytail. If I can get 3 loops, I'll try. Not sure if I can. So I got a nice tight ponytail. Now, the premise here is that you don't want to cut this too short, unless that's what you're going for, is a really short bob, because where you cut it out on your ponytail is where the length of the hair in the back, and then these hairs are going to be longer because they're pulled further back. There's more of an angle that they're reaching to. Ideally, what I want is I want my back length to be probably right here at the top of what my tattoo. You can see it from the other angle that I'm taking from. I have like a point to my tattoo somewhere back here, and I can't necessarily see where it's at, but I can kind of have an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ponytail down to that length. And I'm not going to cut any shorter than that. And I'm going to cut off the underneath part of my pony so that the band stays in my hair and I can keep with my nice strong, like sharp cut. But because of the fact that I want to go ahead and leave a little bit of extra length just in case it's not right and you screwed up, I'm going to go ahead and make it just a tad bit further down. I probably should have a glass of wine before I do this. Now I have hair cutting scissors that I got at Target. They were probably like $10 or $15. I use them to cut my husband's hair, his beard, and his hair. So they do get pretty dull, but I have a knife sharpener for my kitchen, and I'm sure any hairstylists out there are probably going to be cursing my name right now because I use the kitchen scissors sharpener thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this around to the side of my hair, and I'm going to be able to cut that way, but I'm going to move these hairs so I can see. So it doesn't matter that I'm bringing this to the side. My length is going to be the same on both sides because the ponytail is the holder is what's keeping the exact length for me, so I don't have to worry about that measurement. Now, I've noticed that a lot of girls, when they're holding this and cutting it, they're hacking at it because it's such a thick area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of flatten it out a little bit when I'm pinching my ponytail. And again, I'm cutting below the ponytail. So here we go. And I'm going to make a mess all over me with my hair. See, scissors are pretty sharp. I noticed that a lot of the girls are just hacking. I even seen one, she actually used like craft scissors or kitchen scissors to do it. So here we go. I would say that's probably 4 inches of hair. So now let's take a look at it, see if it's straight. You can see that it's pretty straight. I'm going to go ahead and just trim. It's very strange looking in the mirror, that piece. Now let's take it out and see what we have. Take out that bobby pin too. Oh, yeah, see, that didn't cut it too short at all. In fact, I might go ahead and take it back and do it shorter. Wow, I'm really amazed at how easy that was. That probably took all of 5 minutes, and even less if you take away my little bit of hesitation. You won't be able to see from this angle. That's not short enough for me. So do the same thing. Do the same process. So let's go ahead and take this back here again. Make sure that I get everything smooth from the underneath, smooth from the top, so that all those layers are the same. And then smooth from the sides, so everything is equal. Okay, feels nice and smooth. And my rubber band again, right here. Do the same thing, put it back in the ponytail holder. Look how sharp that cut is, like it's so perfect. It's crazy. Never would have thought cutting your hair with a ponytail holder would work. Okay, so you can see where I cut before. I still have a lot. Again, I'm not going to go so drastic to the back of my neck. I'm going to go ahead and take it down. Just slide it down equal on both sides. It's probably about 2 inches from the bottom, but once I put my finger and pinch it underneath the rubber band, will probably be right about there. Now I can see my hair. I'm going to pinch it flat so it's easier to cut. That should, I would think, make even more of a drastic angle. So I'm going to go ahead and fan it out a little bit more. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut along my finger again. And this time getting the hair all over my backside. Oh, my scissors are already getting dull. And of course I really screw up my hair. No one will ever see this video. Alright, so there you have it. We have, looks like I got a couple little weird pieces there. Let's see. It's so funny. Looking in the mirror at the angles. Alright, so I'm going to fix that one little piece that's out once it comes out. Ready? Now, that's much more like the length I was looking for. Pull my shirt down a little bit so you can see where it's falling. Now this, to me, is a really good length because I'm going to be able to curl it, so when I do my, like my pinup look and my curls and stuff, it's going to have, like, it's going to lift up and it'll be a little bit closer to what my chin is. And this really helps those weird layers that I had put into it a few weeks ago. So, gosh, so easy, right? I'm going to take my angle, make it just a little bit sharper. If you ever cut the inside of your fingers, it does not feel good whatsoever. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of going through and any hairs that are really out of place. Like you could see right here. There's some that are not in line with everything else. So those are even. Looks pretty good. Can't complain for a free 10-minute haircut. Now I'm not typically a fan of like the very blunt cut. I prefer to have it kind of thinned out the tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break right now and I'm going to do a little bit more research on how I can get these thinned out so that I have more of like a messy, disheveled look.